As a 170-kilometer-long mirrored megacity in the Saudi desert makes headlines, here is a roundup of 5 futuristic cities currently being planned across the globe. Global issues such as the housing crisis and climate change are galvanizing ambitions for a new generation of high-tech cities. The Line, a 500-meter-tall skyscraper that will house 9 million people in northwestern Saudi Arabia, as shown in this video, is the most recent example but not the only one. Big, Foster Plus Partners and OMA are among multiple architecture studios helping to masterplan futuristic urban centers, which often claim to be designed with a focus on sustainability. Here are 5 ambitious cities set to be built in the coming decades. The Saudi Arabian government this week unveiled visuals for a 170-kilometer-long, 500-meter-tall linear city planned as part of the NEOM mega development. The team at NEOM has already begun construction on Saudi Arabia's zero-gravity city The Line. The group is reimagining how a city is built and what sort of life is possible within its mirrored walls. The colossal scale of the proposal has never been seen and its concentrated proportions unheard of. The Line is a rejection of the sprawling suburb and a hyper-exaggeration of the super-tall skyscraper. Often referred to as a ground scraper, the singular structure will stretch 170 kilometers, over 100 miles, to house a city of 9 million people. Despite its length and expected population of 9 million, the line will be just 200 meters wide with a transport system promised to connect the two ends within 20 minutes. The city was designed as an alternative to the traditional circular urban layout, with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman touting it as a model for nature preservation and enhanced human livability. The proposal dramatically rethinks the built environment's relationship with the natural environment, claiming the car-free place will be powered by 100% renewable energy and will operate at net zero. What's more, it proposes an entirely alien way of life, with its occupants living along a stark boundary between the hyper-dense city and a wild, untouched desert. Danish architect Bjarke Ingels and his studio Big are master planning Tolosa, a city for 5 million set to be built from scratch on an as yet undisclosed site in the US desert. The project is the idea of billionaire entrepreneur Mark Lohr, who hopes it will become the most sustainable city in the world. Part of Lohr's vision is that the land will be owned by a community endowment, meaning increases in value could fund the city's development with resident welfare as the priority. Tolosa would be built on an unoccupied 150,000-acre site in the western United States. The city would contain diverse housing options that are accessible to all. An image of Big's Dorothy Ray residence in Copenhagen was used to illustrate the section on Tolosa's website. A large viewing tower dubbed Equitism would be built at the center, which would be surrounded by a series of blocky high-rises. Big is also master planning Biodiversity, a 1,821-hectare development of 3 artificial islands built off the shore of Malaysia's Penang Island for the state government. Each lily-pad-like island is expected to house 15,000 to 18,000 residents and be connected by an autonomous transport network with no cars. Buildings will be mainly constructed using a combination of bamboo, timber and concrete produced from recycled materials, with an ecological buffer around each district to support biodiversity. The 1821 hectares biodiversity masterplan provides the 15,000 to 18,000 residents with approximately 4.6 kilometers of public beaches, 600 acres of parks, and a 25 kilometers waterfront on 3 islands. The vast land reclamation project was conceived as an urban mosaic of 3 artificial islands, connected by pedestrian and autonomous transport networks. As the heart of the district, a 500-acre digital park includes spaces for research, development, and local business opportunities. Malaysia's newest public destination will be the future home for conferences, education centers, and a family-oriented park where locals and guests can explore the world of technology, robotics, and virtual reality. New administrative capital, Egypt. Designed by NEOM, Egypt is building an entirely new capital city for up to 7 million people in order to relieve congestion in rapidly growing Cairo, its current capital. Architecture firm NEOM produced a masterplan for the privately funded project, which will cover 700 square kilometers and feature one of the world's largest urban parks. The Capital Cairo project envisions a new administrative and financial capital that would extend Cairo eastwards to the coast of the Red Sea, creating a new urbanized zone for 7 million residents. The project is set to include a central business district and a government administrative district, as well as cultural attractions and a center for innovation. Over 100 residential neighborhoods will be designed to fit among the natural wadi topography, made up of ravines that fill with water during occasional heavy rainfall. These are set to become areas of planting that direct natural breezes through the city. Som believes this approach will provide a sustainable new city that is suitable for the local environment, but that also supports a burgeoning economy. Smart Forest City, Mexico, designed by Italian architect Stefano Boeri, is working on plans for a forested smart city near Cancun that will contain 7.5 million carbon-absorbing plants and trees across its 557 hectares. It will be designed to house 130,000 people in affordable, plant-covered homes and aims to pioneer a more sustainable way of city living. Smart Forest City Cancun is a botanical garden within a contemporary city, based on Mayan heritage and in its relationship with the natural and sacred world, said Boeri's studio, an urban ecosystem where nature and city are intertwined and act as one organism. The Smart Forest City will absorb 116,000 tons of carbon dioxide with 5,800 tons of CO2 stocked per year. The idea behind this project is to create a district dedicated to research and innovation where academic institutions and research centers meet, along with big multinational corporations and the new generations of students and researchers, Mexican and from all over the world, said the firm.